The recruitment of graduates is a highly competitive market, with the demand of qualified graduates seemingly exceeding the supply. Social media's rapid rise to prominence in the 21st century heralds new and exciting developments in human resource practices. In order to stay competitive and relevant, successful companies need to utilize the growing popularity of social media. According to the Pew Research Center in 2015, approximately 74% of online adults across the globe are users of at least one social media website. Tapping into this market may be key for employers to find the perfect employee who can carry their company into success. So, what is social recruitment? Aldo defines it as the practice of advertising jobs on social media platforms in order to recruit candidates who may otherwise not have heard of or applied for the job being advertised. Schmidt and Hunter define selection as methods based on predictive validity and are used to select ideal candidates for the job. There are several benefits of utilizing social media in recruitment and selection practices. First, social media is very advantageous as it allows companies to effectively reach out to people who may not otherwise have come into contact with the job being advertised, resulting in the number of possible candidates who apply for the job to more than double. This adds diversity to what is otherwise a fairly similar pool of participants and helps to widen the horizon of an organization's culture, as organizations gain the opportunity to be exposed to the knowledge, skills, abilities, and other attributes, so KSAOs, of workers who may have a unique background, which allows them to bring fresh ideas into the workplace. Additionally, organizations can choose to whom they advertise and are better able to target relevant groups of people. The second advantage is that social media has communicative value, which allows for ideal person-organization fit, as potential applicants can make more educated judgments of the company culture, reducing the possibility for turnover. For example, this is Omar. He's currently checking out the social media of what he thinks could be his dream workplace, but this workplace only uses Apple Mac computers. Omar doesn't like Mac computers, so he's not even going to apply. Furthermore, employers are able to assess personality characteristics of candidates on their social media profiles, where information is not presented in the context of trying to make the individual seem desirable. For example, personality characteristics such as conscientiousness and extroversion are useful predictors of job performance. As an additional bonus, social media is a cost-effective method of recruitment and selection, saving you money, effort, and time. However, using social media for recruitment and selection can prove detrimental for employers and applicants. For example, there could be legal repercussions in terms of the potential candidate's online identity. Organizations are not permitted to accept or reject a candidate based on their race, gender, age, or other factors apart from KSAOs. However, it has been shown that recruiters are in fact influenced by the physical characteristics of a potential candidate. For example, the attractiveness bias has caused candidates who are considered attractive to be evaluated as more desirable, likable, and better suited for the job than those who meet job-specific criteria. Social media allows this bias to occur even before the interview stage, where it usually occurs. Social network activities are not always an accurate depiction of a person's behavior within the workplace environment, as information provided may not be as accurate as employers think. Depending on who an individual believes may view their profile, they are likely to either fake good to impress employers or fake bad to fit in with friends. Hence, the validity of social media profiles as a selection tool is quite low. It is suggested that more professionally geared sites such as LinkedIn offer more accurate information, as users are concerned that the connections will be able to either confirm or contradict what is being displayed. In order to reap the full benefits of attracting large numbers of quality applicants, the organization's online presence must already be strong. Initial setup of a company's social media can be time-consuming, and once this is done, requires constant maintenance over a long period of time with authentic messages in order to develop relationships with potential candidates and attract them to the recruitment process. So with all these advantages and disadvantages, what is the best recruitment and selection strategy? First and foremost, perhaps the most important step of this process is job analysis, which entails creating a detailed description for the role. The following recruitment and selection strategies will all be anchored in the findings of this job analysis. The recruitment stage is where social media is best applied. We recommend choosing social networks that are closely aligned with where the target audience can be found. This involves placing job advertisements on recruitment boards on websites such as LinkedIn and Facebook. The next step is to start the selection process with a questionnaire conducted online. This is a quick and cost-efficient way to screen your applicants, increasing efficiency and narrowing down candidates who are not fully interested in the role. Once the applicants have been narrowed down, we recommend conducting structured interviews with candidates using behavioral and situational questions in a standardized sequence. Finally, after selecting the applicants who appear to have the best KSAOs using structured behavioral interviews, we recommend conducting a general mental ability or GMA test to assess each candidate's potential future job performance. This is because research has shown that combining GMA and structured interviews has a predictive validity coefficient of 0.63 and hence is the most appropriate and valid selection strategy. To summarize, social media has its advantages and disadvantages. Whilst it allows you to reach the target market, determine organizational fit, and is cost effective, it also has concerns to do with privacy, false and inaccurate information, and can take a long time to set up before an organization can fully reap the benefits of social recruitment. We recommend starting with a job analysis, then utilizing social media as a recruitment tool, targeting the correct market with carefully planned out advertisements. However, when moving into selection, social media is not recommended. Instead, a selection process which involves application forms, a structured behavioral interview, and finally, general mental ability tests, personality measures can be used to screen applicants and ensure high-performing applicants enter the graduate program.